Welcome to another episode of Curtain Call Conversations. I'm here today with Ben Stock, who is very soon to be starring again in Magical Merlin, which is a perfect treat for the half-term holidays. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. Very much looking forward to getting started on Magical Merlin again, as you
Yes,
say.
again. I mean, this is at the St. Martin's Theatre in the glittering West End of London over the half-term week. So perfect for the kids. I mean, it's a great looking show. I've just been on the website, had a little look at the trailer. So best to tell me all about it.
Well, it's sort of Merlin as we know it.
Mhm.
Merlin the Wizard and baby King Arthur is under threat from his wicked older sister, Morgan Le Fay. And it's about how Merlin and his friends, Sir Lancelot, Princess Guinevere, and a very studious character called Mildred, all try to win out with good in the end. And I guess there's no major surprises that perhaps good triumphs evil in the end. But
Yeah.
it really is fun. I did it, I think it was 3 years ago. It might have been
Mm.
two. I'm not very good at things like that. I think it was 3 years ago in a different theatre. And this time, the St. Martin's is that's where the Mousetrap normally plays. So
Yes,
we put
yes.
our set on top of theirs. So we're running mornings and afternoons, and then the Mousetrap still do their 9 shows a week.
Yeah,
So it will be great fun. It's about an hour long, so it's for
yeah.
it's not too long for little ones.
Hmm.
It's sort of primary school age is what it's aimed
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
But lots of joining in, some amazing songs written by Will Barnett. So yeah, it'll be really exciting. I'm so looking forward to getting my teeth back into Merlin.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can expect magic tricks. I mean, is that the sort of vibe we're
Oh
going
yes.
for?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm in charge of making the magic happen in front of
Oh,
people's eyes.
wow.
What a brave director. Will, who wrote it, is also directing, so he's given me the opportunity to do some magic tricks.
Oh,
Um,
wow. I mean, do you have to join the magic circle for that?
no, 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 not. I'm not quite at that level. The visuals will be magical at least.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it
And
sounds such.
it's all singing, all dancing. There's a wonderful choreography called Amy Lee working on it, a brilliant musical director called Anne Marie Lewis Thompson. So it's a really great team, and everybody at Perform knows how to keep kids entertained.
Yeah,
Because Magical Merlin has spurred from their drama lessons.
right.
And this term, their students are working on their productions of Magical Merlin, so they get a
All
chance to
right.
come. Having said that, if you don't go to Perform, it's absolutely standalone
Yeah.
and you will enjoy every second. And my mum saw it last time, and I'm not going to divulge my mum's age, but she's not a primary school age,
No.
and she loved it and can't wait to see it again. So it is something for
Ah.
the whole
For
family,
the whole
which is great.
family. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we all like stuff to do, especially for parents over the half-term holidays. I mean, it's hard enough, isn't it, trying to entertain kids, but this sounds perfect for that.
Yeah, it does. And I think, yeah, like you say, it's always hard thinking, oh gosh, it's a week to fill just before Christmas. But,
Yeah.
come along. It's in a lovely part, it's just off Covent Garden and Leicester Square.
Yeah.
So it's in a really nice part of town as well. And just up the road from the free galleries. So if you bought your tickets, you can then go down to the free galleries and do all of that afterwards. So
Yeah.
um, everything's on hand.
Yes, absolutely. Perfectly placed. I mean, what is it about sort of kids' theatre that you enjoy as a performer?
Well, I do a lot of pantomime. This
Yeah, you
this
do.
will be my 20th pantomime,
Oh, wow.
which is very hard to imagine as I'm only 22. No,
Yes,
um,
exactly.
it'll be my 20th pantomime, and I think when you're doing children's theatre, you have a real responsibility because for many of them it will be their first experience,
Mm,
and
yeah,
this is your chance to hook them in, and they'll be, yes, they may become tomorrow's actors, the future's actors, but they'll also become, more importantly, the future's audiences and
yeah,
theatre lovers. But also, some kids come and go, oh, I wonder how all that magic works and how
yeah.
that scenery comes on. And they want to work backstage, or they might think, oh, I love the front of house and seating everyone and making sure everybody. So it's
Yeah.
the whole experience. And I think you have to have it's a huge amount of responsibility when you're
Mm,
doing children's theatre to make sure that you don't patronize them because they're
hmm.
far smarter than any of us. They
Yes,
pick things
100%.
much quicker.
Yeah.
Um, but to make sure that it's clear and the story is interesting and they're kept interested. And the perform shows, I've done Magical Merlin before and I did another one called Jungle Rumble. And
Mm.
the kids are literally on the edge of their seats. They love
Oh,
everything. And Will has written some amazing songs. They're absolute earworms.
yeah.
So I wander around singing the broomstick, song, and the rabbit in the hat and all of these songs, which are they're
Yeah.
just brilliant. Um, so yeah, there's a huge responsibility, but it's great
Mm.
fun, and I love seeing that reaction as they get involved in the story.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you mentioned pantomime there, and 20 years. I mean, that is incredible, and one of the best panto dames around. I mean, I would say,
Well,
you've
I'm not
won
sure about that.
awards for it, and everything. I mean, what's it like? I mean, is it sort of as a performer? Is it just something that you relish pantomime? I mean, it must be
I
such a
do
beautiful
actually,
art form.
yeah. I'm not a great lungs, and it's not. I never ever ever get bored. That's a word
Mm,
that's not in my vocabulary.
yeah.
But obviously, when you're doing the same 8 times a week for a year or something, it's you have to keep reinventing the ways to keep it
Yeah.
creative. But I would do panto 12 times a week all year round because I
Oh,
just I just love it, and every
brilliant.
show is different.
Yeah.
And I find that energy that you have to give pantomime. I mean,
Mm,
I've done everything from sort of playing silly Billy and those sorts of roles,
yeah.
um, uh, through to I did 14 years as an ugly sister.
Yeah.
Um, and then last year I did my first sort of solo dame. I was Dame Betty Buffon
Oh,
in Beauty and the Beast, which I'm doing the same role in the same show but with different actors
oh, nice.
this year in Bromley.
Oh,
And I'll be
nice.
working with the absolute legend that is Sue Pollard,
Oh,
who's
amazing.
playing my best friend, Mrs. Potty.
Oh,
I can't. Sue and I have been friends for about 25 years, but we've never actually done a show together. So
oh, that'll be
I can't. And
nice.
she's the master of pantomime. I mean,
Yes.
she knows how to do it. So
Yeah,
it would be
absolutely.
great. So if anybody else is in Bromley, do come along.
Yes, absolutely. Why not? I mean, it's just a brilliant time
First,
of
come to
year.
Magical Merlin.
Yes, do that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, your career has been so varied and so, I was going to say long, that's the wrong word. Do you know what I mean? You've been doing this for
I'm
many a
clinging
year.
on in there.
Yeah. I mean, was it something that sort of as a child that this was always going to be your thing, your career?
It sort of was really only because I wasn't very good at anything else. I couldn't add up, and
Yeah.
I'm terrible at science, and I never know where anything is on a map. So geography was out.
Yeah.
Um, but I started by my dad always wanted me to play the piano, so I had piano lessons, and then that piano teacher taught singing, so I started having singing lessons, and then I used to go around old people's homes
Oh,
singing as a part of a group called the Maytones. And then
oh.
I used to watch the Roly Polies. You're too young to remember the
No,
Roly
no,
Polies,
I
but
know,
the
I
Roly
know
Polies,
exactly who the roly polies are.
they still to me they are the most magical thing on earth. I love the Roly Polies,
Yeah.
the tap dancing group. If
Yeah.
anyone doesn't know, that were on Saturday Night Television. So I started tap dancing, and then I uh, my tap teacher was choreographing an amateur show. It was MAME, and they needed
Ah,
like 4 young boys to be in it, and I
yeah.
got a part, and and that was it. When I
Yeah.
walked into my St Mary's Players, which was my amateur society, all of the lights went on. I thought, yeah, this is home,
Yeah.
and it was the most magical place in the world. And I still do. I'm their president now, which is a very grand
Oh,
title, but
that's
I'm still
nice.
very much involved in the society because they're amazing people, but it's also such a great learning and social thing as well.
Mm,
And then from there, it just sort of rolled on. And we used to do sort of concerts and things, but we also used to do, Oklahoma and
yeah.
Kiss Me Kate and all those shows.
Yeah.
And then I thought, yeah, I want to do this for my life. I'm just going to give it a go. And
Yeah.
so I did. And as I say, I mean, I've done long runs. I did 2 years in Beauty and the Beast, the Disney show. I did 18 months in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. But I love variety. I love doing lots of things. So at the moment, I'm rehearsing a show, which I'm the Lyric Hammersmith next week, and then doing a few touring dates called Don't Dilly Dally, which is
Yeah.
a music hall show,
Yeah.
as well as Magical Merlin, planning for Panto. I did a cabaret on Saturday, and that I've actually had a very quiet year work-wise. It's
Okay.
still up and down no matter how long you're doing it.
Mm.
Um, but you grab opportunities, and I say yes to things, and then I worry about whether or not I can actually do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just always say yes and you'll work it out.
Yes, And I don't think you get anywhere in life by saying no.
No,
So why not
yeah.
say yes and
Yeah, you
then
can't.
think, oh, well,
Yeah.
I didn't do that well. I won't do it again. But at least I
Yeah.
gave it a go.
Give it a go. No, absolutely. I mean, why not? I mean, some of the shows that you've been in, you mentioned Chitty Chitty Bang Bang there. I mean, what a great musical that is. I mean, is musical theatre sort of your sort of favourite genre, or would you say
Sort of. It depends what I'm doing. I mean, panto is my favorite genre, without
okay.
doubt.
Yeah.
And I mentioned musical. I've been doing musical,
Yeah.
sort of Victorian musical, which is,
Yeah.
Let's All Go Down the Strand, all of that stuff, for about 30 years now.
Yeah.
Um, and I love doing that. But yes, I mean, because I play the piano, and because I love singing, yes, I fall into
Mm.
doing musicals. But I do also love a straight play. I love doing
Mm.
straight plays.
Oh.
You have to worry about your voice less. You don't wake up in the morning and think, oh, I've got to
Yes,
sing
that's
tonight. I've got
true.
to sing,
Yeah.
it's just, and it's not an easier discipline. It's just a different discipline.
Yeah.
So, uh, so yeah, I've been really lucky. I mean, it is luck. It's all luck. And yes, you have to put the hard work in, and you have to be able to deliver and all of those things. But it is luck. So often I've just been in the right place or just sent the right email at the right time, and someone goes, "Oh, actually, I was about to cast that, and you would be ideal for it. Why don't you come and have a meeting?"
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so yeah, it has been luck. And also, I mean, I sort of pinch myself. I've been doing it about 30 years now, and I
Mm.
pinch myself and think, I love what I do,
Yeah. Oh, that's
and,
so
and I
nice.
and it pays my gas bill. So that's a
Yeah.
real, what a privilege.
Yeah.
It can be hard work, but
Yeah.
to me, it's an absolute privilege. Hard work. It's not, there are people, there are carers, there are doctors, nurses.
Mm.
So they're the people who teachers. They're the
Yeah.
people who do really hard work.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
so it's a
Exactly.
privileged hard work, without doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if you love what you do, then you're winning and
It's a
winning in
blessing.
life,
Yeah,
aren't you? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, has there been a career highlight over that 30 years that you could pinpoint at
yeah.
all?
Um, yes, I suppose. I mean, I used to work in the Disney store in Bath.
Okay.
Just when Beauty and the Beast first came out as an animated film, and I thought, oh, they'll never be able to put this on stage, but if they ever did, I'd love to play Lumiere, and I
Ah,
and I got to do that for 2 years. So that's
yeah.
probably a highlight. Hello Dolly is my favorite musical, and I got to play Cornelius
Ah,
in Scotland in Pitlochry. But probably the one that really stands out, other than all of the pantos, because I love them.
yeah.
I have a one man sort of cabaret show which I
Okay.
performed all over the world, and I got to do it in New York at their sort of
Oh,
best cabaret room, 54 below,
wow.
and
Yeah.
that was it was a real again the stars just aligned, and I was able to make it happen because it wasn't financially viable, but I was just able to
Yeah.
you know, get certain things, and it all happened.
Yeah.
And it probably wouldn't happen again.
Mm.
But I can always think I did a sold out show in New York
In
in
New
my only
York.
one night, but I
Yeah,
did it.
but
I got there
yeah.
and I did it. So
Yeah.
that was probably sort of my favorite. If I had to relive one night in my
Yeah.
working life, it would be that.
Yeah, I mean, how fantastic. I mean, talking about your panto sort of dames, how do you sort of visualize what your dame is going to look like sort of year after year?
Well,
Are you
I
integral in
should
the
probably
costuming?
I should probably be really honest and just say I don't. I just do it.
Oh, okay.
I don't own any costumes. I don't own a pair of
Okay.
tights. I don't own
Oh,
anything.
okay.
It's all the company I work for provide it all, and they have an
Yeah.
amazing costume designer called Teresa Knowlton, and she designs all the costumes, and they get sent down. And sometimes they're all based in Scarborough, so sometimes I go up to Scarborough and try them on,
Oh, wow.
make sure they fit. But this year, because it's sort of a rinse and repeat from the role I played last year, although
Mm.
the show will be, I know I'm getting all those costumes again. So I just have to
Ah.
hope I haven't put on any weight. Um,
I'm
and
sure you
to be
haven't.
honest, the makeup, my ugly sister one sort of developed over the years, but I needed to soften it for the dame that I did last year.
Right.
So I actually just Googled and saw different, there are people, I didn't copy, but there are people whose makeup I thought would suit me.
Yeah.
And then we had a photo shoot, and I showed the makeup artist for the photo shoot and then I just took photos of every stage and just sort of basically copied it.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Gosh.
so
Yeah.
I can't really say that I've had a huge creative input into
No.
how I look.
No, but you
But
always look
I guess there are
fabulous.
ideas. Yeah, there are
Yeah.
ideas, and I knew that I wanted sort of blues and pinks. So I felt that was
Okay.
right for me because I wear a lot of blue. I never wear. I don't really like green as a color. It doesn't really suit me. So I knew I
Okay.
wanted to. Greens and yellows don't suit me. So I knew I wanted to go to that one. And to be honest, I'd done purple for years as an ugly sister. I thought, well, I've had enough of purple, so I'll do blue and pink over the
Yeah.
eyes. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, to shake
Amazing.
it
Well,
up.
yes, I've seen pictures of you and you always look fabulous. So continue on with that. So Magical Merlin will be at the St. Martin's Theatre in the glittering West End of London from the 27th of October, running through to Sunday, the 2nd of November. So tell everybody why they should come and visit the show.
You're going to have a great time, great music, great songs, great story. It will entertain the kids no end. Magic, there'll be spectacle, dancing, broomstick. There's a lot in it. And although it's a short show, it's about an hour, due to the fact that it's aimed at
Yeah.
younger kids, it will pack a punch. And in a good way, I think you'll come out having felt like you've had a a nice long spell in the theatre and you'll be transported. So, but it is something for everyone. So,
Yeah.
mums and dads and grannies and grandmas and everybody, all ages will love it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be fun and it's funny and we want you to come and enjoy it with us.
Yes, absolutely. I'll pop on the next slide where people can get their tickets from. But what a pleasure it is to have a chat with you today, Ben. I wish you all the best and, of course, for Panto season as well.
Oh, thanks, Emma. It's lovely to see you.
More than welcome. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.